Today on MTG Unpacked, we're cracking open a Core Set 2019 booster box. I picked up a couple of these from my local game store yesterday at the pre-release, and you actually get a buyer box foil promo. Very cool. Nexus of Fate, so this is an instant for 7. Take an extra turn after this one. If Nexus of Fate would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal Nexus of Fate and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. So at the time of filming this is worth about 20 bucks. So I got a couple of those. That is very good value. And with me, I have Tezzeret to do the pack blessing duties. If you're not familiar with that, that's where we bless the packs to hopefully get us some good value, some crazy pulls. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. So let's get stuck into this. This pack blessing process may take a while. Alright, so we'll lay these out. And you're probably thinking, who is this guy? But no other channel does this, because they are a little bit more sensible than me, perhaps. So let's lay these out. I like the designs on the packages for these, that's pretty cool. So he is doing his dance across the packs. So that is our first pile. And in the interests of saving time, otherwise we'll be here all year, we will do a little bit of a different pack blessing. We will get him to skim across the packs. There we go. And I hope everyone was able to participate in pre-release, and if not, are you planning to go to the draft event? A lot of fun. I'll be having a video either tomorrow or sometime this week where I'll go through how I did it pre-release. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, I'm just going to skim through the commons here. We don't want to spend too much time on that. We've got a whole box to get through. Alright, so uncommons. We have Leonin Vanguard, Gift of Paradise, Sift, and the rare is a Dismissive Pyromancer. So this is a creature human wizard, 2/2 for 2 mana. Pay a mountain and tap, discard a card, and you get to draw a card, or you can pay 2 on a mountain, tap, sack it, and it deals 4 damage to target creature. Alright. And a Meandering River, and a cool zombie token. So at the end of the video, I'm going to go over the total value we pulled. And remember, this is the opening weekend, so it will fluctuate significantly as time goes on. So let's get on to the next pack here. Let's see what we have. Okay. The Uncommons, Fountain of Renewal, Dryad Greenseeker, Switcheroo, that one was a bit annoying at pre-release, and rare Hungering Hydra. So 0/0 for X and a forest creature Hydra enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Can't be blocked by more than one creature, and whenever it is dealt damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So it must survive the damage to get the counters. Very cool. And, ooh, a foil forest, M19 forest, very nice. A mountain, and an ox token. Okay. Let's see what we can pull in this next one. If I can get the pack off there. Oh, these guys are cool. Goblin Instigator. Nice to see some Goblin Tribal in the new set. Okay, so we have Blanchwood Armor, Suspicious Bookcase, Psychic Symbiont, and the rare is Phylactery Lich, or Lick, I can never get that right. So he's a creature zombie, 5/5 for 3 mana. As it enters the battlefield, put a phylactery counter on an artifact you control. And when you control no permanents with those counters on them, sacrifice it. Alright. And, oh, there we go. Foil Dragon's Horde. So this is an artifact for 3. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on Dragon's Horde. You can tap, remove a gold counter from it and draw a card, or you can tap and add 1 mana of any colour. So that's a very versatile card. We have a Timber Gorge and a Thopter. Okay, I'll put my foils up here. How about that? Moving right along. Get some focus here, there we go. Rogue's Gloves, Vigilant Baloth, Gravedigger, and rare is Patient Rebuilding. That was another cool one from pre-release. So enchantment for 5 mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Then you draw a card for each land card put into the graveyard this way. That is a fun mill card. Cinder Barons and a Goblin. Gotta keep an eye out for the goblins, right? There's no rats here, so I can't get too excited about that. But the goblins, always exciting to see new and interesting goblins. Leave a note in the comments if there's any particular tribe that you are excited to see in the new set. Uncommons, we have Thud, Diamond Mare, Heroic Reinforcements, and a Demanding Dragon. So he's a creature dragon, 5/5 for 5 mana with flying. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices a creature. Very nice. We get a Swamp and a Soldier token. Next pack. I'm curious what Standard's going to look like after these cards enter the format. Should make for interesting times. Blood Divination, Aerial Engineer, Murder. And the rare is Izareth the Awakener. Very cool. Legendary creature, human wizard, 3/3 for 3 mana with Death Touch. Whenever it attacks, you may pay X. When you do, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a corpse counter on it. If that creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Alright, a Swamp and a Night token. Fiery Finish, Enigma Drake, and that is a cool reprint. Had some fun with that one. With a mill strategy, you mill yourself and fill your graveyard. Vampire Sovereign, and there we go. That's what we're looking for. Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. Legendary Planeswalker Ajani, 4 loyalty, pay 2 and 2 planes. +1 ability is put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. -2 is return target creature card with a converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step, create 3 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. So keep pumping out the cats. I'm sure that would be a fun strategy. So let's have a mythic pile here. First mythic of the video, and an island and a Thopter. Very nice. Hopefully we can pull some more planeswalkers here. Always welcome. Next up we have a skilled animator. Arcane Encyclopedia, Aerial Engineer, and rare is Sarkhan's Unsealing. So an enchantment for 4 mana. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5 or 6, it deals 4 damage to any target, and whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, it deals 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. Seems decent. Mountain and a Thopter. And if there's any commons I'm skipping over here that you think are worthy of note, leave a note in the comments. I'm curious what the ones to look out for are in the set. So we have Ajani's Welcome, Colossal Majesty, Draconic Disciple, and rare is a Detection Tower. So this is a land. You can tap it and add colorless mana, or pay 1 and tap until end of turn. Your opponents and creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be the targets of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have hexproof. So that is pretty cool. Remove their hexproof and fire away. Very nice. Woodland Stream and a bat. Next pack. What is your favourite reprint of this? I noticed there's a bunch of recent reprints we're seeing from Armancad and Ixalan and so forth. Reliquary Tower, you have no maximum hand size. I'm sure that could be used for fiendish purposes. Double cast. Reassembling Skeleton. And the rare is Sun Cleanser. So what is this? Creature, Human Cleric, 1/4 for 2 mana. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. So you can either remove all counters from target creature. It can't have counters put on it for as long as Sun Cleanser remains on the battlefield. And target opponent loses all counters. That player can't get counters for as long as Sun Cleanser remains on the battlefield. So I wonder how that compares with Solemnity, if that would be a better deal or not. Submerged Boneyard and a Thopter. So leave a note in the comments if you have any opinions on that, if you think Solemnity is a better card, or if this one will do some better work. Rupture Spire, Gravedigger, Enigma Drake again, and rare is a Wind Reader Sphinx. So creature Sphinx 3/7 for 7 mana with flying. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. Very simple and straightforward. Ooh, Brawl Bash Ogre, foil. 3/3 for 4 mana with Menace. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Very nice. A Swamp and an Ox token. Okay, so we're done, nearly done with the first row. Not doing too badly so far. 1 mythic. See if we can pull another one. Okay, we get another Rupture Spire. Stitches Supplier. What the heck? That's some cool artwork. Zombie. Fell Spectre. And the rare is a Dark Dweller Oracle. So this is a creature Goblin Shaman 2/2 for 2 mana. Pay 1, sack a creature, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Very nice. Always good to have more tribal cards. And a foil shock. Instant for 1 mountain, deals 2 damage to any target. A Forsaken Sanctuary and a zombie token. Okay, let's rearrange things here. It's getting a little unwieldy. And what are the craziest pulls you've seen so far from a box of Corn 2019? Is there anything with a ridiculous number of mythics or any of these so-called god boxes? Leave a note in the comments. So we have Stitches Supplier again, Ether Tunnel, Dryad Greenseeker, and Alpine Moon. Nice. Enchantment for a single mountain. As it enters battlefield, choose a non-basic land card name. Lands your opponents control with the chosen name lose all land types and abilities, and they gain tap, add 1 mana of any color. So you're really hosing them with their special lands. That's pretty cool. Forest and a dragon token. Okay, so this was good to know. At pre-release, somebody generated this from the dragon egg and learned that if you keep paying mountains, you can just keep pumping it up. So however many mountains, you can multiply that there to increase the power. Very cool. Okay, onward. Next up we have a Shield Mare, Sleep, Volcanic Dragon, and Sigilled Sword of Valoron. So this is an artifact equipment for 3. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance and is a knight in addition to its other types. And whenever the equipped creature attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance that's attacking. Equip cost is 3. An island and a soldier token. Oh, that's pretty cool artwork. Alright, let's move Tezzeret over there. We'll probably make another common pile. That one's getting a little huge. And I'm at least trying to show you the commons, even if we're skipping over them. Reclamation Sage, Lightning Strike, Switcheroo, and Demon of Catastrophes. Ugh. So this was a nasty one. Got me at pre-release. 6/6 for 4 mana. Creature Demon. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sack a creature. It has flying and trample. Ooh, a foil Plague Mare. Creature Nightmare Horse. 2/2 for 3 mana. Can't be blocked by white creatures, and when it enters battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Okay, foil pile over there. Meandering River, and a Goblin token. Next up we have a Vine Mare, Elemental Horse, Murder, Gargoyle Sentinel, and a Desecrated Tomb. So what is this? Artifact for 3. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. And we pulled a bat already, so we are all set. Foul Orchard and a zombie token. So I'm curious, are there more than one variety of zombie token, or are they all that same card? I know sometimes they switch things up a bit, have multiple artworks for the same token. And speaking of milling, we mentioned that earlier, the famous millstone, that's where it comes from. If you're not familiar with that, shield mare, gutter snipe, goblin shaman. I think I've got that one in foil somewhere, that's really cool. And a dragon's horde. Artifact, whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on dragon's horde. Tap, remove a gold counter from dragon's horde, draw a card, and tap, add 1 mana of any color. So we looked at that one already. Swamp and an elf warrior token. Next we have a diamond mare, that would be pretty cool in foil. Brawl bash ogre, Hieromancer's cage, what is this? Minotaur trapped, probably from Theros, and oh, there we go, mythic! This is one of the big hits. Crucible of Worlds, artifact for 3. You may play land cards from your graveyard. So all those lands that get destroyed, bring them back, you can play them. No problem at all. And a Thornhide Wolves. So this is a creature wolf, 4/5 for 5 mana. Oh, what is this? Nicol Bolas Ravager token. Use this card to represent a double-faced Nicol Bolas card in your library or hand. Okay. And an emblem. So we have an emblem of Ajani, which will come in handy because we pulled Ajani. So at the beginning of your end step, create 3 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. Okay, on to the next. Next up we have an Inferno Hellion, Horizon Scholar, Regal Bloodlord, and the rare is Banefire. So it's a sorcery for X and a mountain, deals X damage to any target. If X is 5 or more, this spell can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. And a Plains and a zombie token. Alright. Oh, 2-headed zombie. Cool. I'll have to look through some of these commons at some point. That ought to be fun when we open the next box, I think. So, Ghastbark Twins, Ravenous Harpy, Exclusion Mage, and a Dragon's Horde again. Alright, we'll skip over that one. Tranquil Expanse and a Dragon token. Getting close to the end of the second row. And here's the Dragon Egg. I saw someone pull that. That's pretty cool. Uncommon. Fell Spectre, Mirror Image, and Prodigious Growth. Enchantment Aura for 6. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +7/+7 and has trample. So we get a forest and a night token. On to the next pack. Uncommons, we have a Volley Veteran. Look at this guy, grinning away there, Goblin Warrior. Rise from the Grave. Some cool artwork. I'm not sure I've seen that before. I think they've done a bunch of new stuff here. Siege Breaker Giant and a Supreme Phantom is rare. Creature Spirit, 1/3 for 2 mana with flying. Other spirits you control get +1/+1. So Spirit Tribal is a thing now. And a nice Loxodon Linebreaker foil, 3/2 for 3 mana. Creature Elephant Soldier. Very nice. And an island. And a bat token. Next up we have Double Cast, Reassembling Skeleton, Sleep, and the rare is Spit Flame. So an instant for 3 mana, deals 4 damage to target creature, and whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay a mountain. If you do, return Spit Flame from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, and a foil Colossal Majesty enchantment for 3 at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Racking up the foils here. Submerged Boneyard and a Night token. Okay, last one on the second row. Is it just me, or do usually around this point, about 2/3 of the way through the box, you get some crazy pulls? Could just be a coincidence. Let's see what we do today. We get a Leonin Vanguard, Ajani's Welcome, Draconic Disciple, and a One with the Machine. Sorcery for 4 mana. Pretty sure this isn't one of the big hits. Draw cards equal to the highest converted mana costs among artifacts you control. And a Stone Quarry and a cat token. Very cool. Love the artwork on that. On to the final pile here. Maybe we'll pull a Tezzeret. That would be nice. Or a Nicol Bolas. Okay, Gurupur Guide, I think that's one from Kaladesh. Lightning Mare, Diagraph Ghoul, look at the artwork on that, horrifying stuff, and a Mystic Archaeologist. So creature, human wizard, 2/1 for 2 mana, pay 3, 2 islands, and you get to draw 2 cards. We've got a Plains and a Dragon token. And if you haven't already, there's actually a giveaway going on the channel for a Core Set 2019 pre-release pack. So we'll be cracking that at some point and giving that away to some lucky winner in the US or Canada. So check that out, that's the previous video to this one. Next up we have Millstone, Gift of Paradise, Heroic Reinforcements, and a Leonin War Leader. So this is a rare cat soldier, 4/4 for 4 mana. When it attacks, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Here's the crazy pull we are looking for. Foil Mythic, excuse me, Arcades the Strategist, so 3/5 for 4 mana with flying and vigilance, legendary creature, Elder Dragon. Whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card, and each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Very cool. Even if it was a worthless card, the artwork looks fantastic. But that, I think they've done that on a playmat as well. I will put the Mythic there. So we've got a foil Mythic mountain, and a night token. So this box is looking pretty good. From what I understand, the expected value is about $83 at this point. And the boxes, I paid $95 each for these, so I'm hoping I will have better than average EV on this. But if not, at least we'll have fun pulling cards. So Aegis of the Heavens, that would be cool in foil. Arcane Encyclopedia, Ajani's Pridemate, and oh my god, there we go. 2 mythics in a row. Holy cow. Tezzeret Artifice Master. So Legendary Planeswalker Tezzeret, 5 loyalty, costs 5 mana. +1, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. His 0 is draw a card. If you control 3 or more artifacts, draw 2 cards instead. And his -9 is you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your end step, search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So let's see how well Funko did there. That's a reasonable likeness, I guess, when you put him into chunky plastic form. So very happy about that pull. I was hoping I'd pull a Tezzeret. We get a Plains and a Dragon token. Alright, so now that we've pulled all these mythics, now it's going to be all downhill. But hopefully not. We'll see. Alright, next we have Blood Divination, Satyr Enchanter, Sift, and really? Another mythic. Holy moly, Sorcery, Apex of Power for 10 mana. Wow, that's expensive. So what is the deal with this? I don't think I've seen this one. Exile the top 7 cards of your library. Until end of turn you may cast non-land cards exiled this way. And if the spell was cast from your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. Whoa! So if you manage to cast it for 10, you get that mana back. It's essentially free for one particular color, right? Huh, interesting. I wonder if that would fit in with the mono red aggro. And we get a foil Vampire Neonate, creature vampire 0, 3 for a single swamp, pay 2 and tap, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Stone Quarry and a night token. The mythics are just falling out of the packs like nobody's business. Let's see here. Skip past all of that stuff. Alright, and the artwork on this is pretty creepy. Nightmare's Thirst, Volley Veteran, Vampire Sovereign, and a Vivian's Invocation. So this is a sorcery for 7. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and when a creature is put onto the battlefield this way, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. And now we've got Vivian, the new Planeswalker. Very cool. Okay, a Forest and a Cat token. So it seems like the mythics have dried up now. A bit of a clump of them right in the middle there. So skip past the commons. We get an Aether Shield Artificer, Thud, Diagraph Ghoul, and the rare is a Graveyard Marshal. He's a creepy looking fellow. Zombie Soldier, 3/2 for 2 swamps, pay 2 on a swamp, exile a creature card from your graveyard, and create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Alright, seems decent. A island and a knight. What are the most Planeswalkers you've pulled out of a box of Core 2019? You may not have opened the box yet, but have you seen somebody else? Have they got more than, say, let's say more than 2 planeswalkers? Is that something that's readily achievable? Leave a note in the comments. Druid of Horns, Ravenous Harpy, Plague Mare, and Liliana's Contract. So this is an enchantment for 5 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 4 cards and lose 4 life. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more demons with different names, you win the game. So that would seem to be a bit of a challenge, casting them and keeping them alive that long. So Highland Lake and an Emblem of Tezzeret, that's what we're looking for. So at the beginning of your end step, search your library for a permanent card, put it on a battlefield, then shuffle your library. Okay, that is a pretty cool emblem for Tezzeret. You can manage to ultimate him. Okay, skipping past the commons. Hopefully you can get a bit of a look at those as I go through. Make a Stand, Poison Tip Archer, Declare Dominance, and Mistcaller. So this is either from Ixalan or Rivals of Ixalan. 1/1 for a single island. Sack it until end of turn. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Forsaken Sanctuary and a Thopter. Down to the last 4 packs. Oof. Chances are getting slimmer and slimmer for a massive Planeswalker box. Okay, the uncommons we have: Psychic Corrosion, Surge Mare, Skyrider Patrol, and another Mythic, another Arcades the Strategist. So probably, I'm going to say this is maybe, what, less than $10 at the time of this filming. Definitely less than the foil, but I will take it. Another Mythic. Very cool. Mountain and a Zombie. So we've got Tezzeret Ajani. Yeah, we need a few more Planeswalkers. That would be nice. Okay, so next a Skilled Animator. Recollect, Volcanic Dragon, and Lena, Selfless Champion. So this is a legendary creature, Human Knight, 3/3 for 6 mana. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each non-token creature you control. Seems like a good deal. Sack it, creatures you control with power less than Lena's power gain indestructible until end of turn. So that also is pretty nice. Plains and an Angel token. 2 more packs left. Tezzeret. We need a few more Planeswalkers, please, sir. I know I'm being a little greedy with that promo card. The Buy a Box promo added a lot of value to this purchase, but we are always on the lookout for those crazy pulls. Bone to Ash, Plague Mare, Meteor Golem, and a Palaka Worm. That is not a crazy pull, but pretty cool artwork there. Creature Worm, 7/7 for 7 mana with Trample. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 7 life, and when it dies, draw a card. Got a Tranquil Expanse and a Dragon token. Okay, all our hopes and dreams of a crazy box, which I think it's already pretty crazy, but this last pack, let's go out with a big finish, please. Okay, what do we have? Psychic Corrosion, Gargoyle Sentinel, Satyr Enchanter, and a Transmogrifying Wand. Wah, 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 wah. So that's pretty funny artwork there. Artifact for 3. What's he transforming things, creatures? So Transmogrifying Wand enters battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. Pay 1 and tap. Remove a charge counter from Transmogrifying Wand. I just love to say transmogrifying. Is that your favourite word as well? Leave a note in the comments. Destroy target creature and its controller creates a 2/4 white Ox creature token. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay, and what do we have? Forest and a Goblin token. So let's do a quick recap. So the foils, nothing too exciting here until we take a look at the mythics, although Dragon's Horde's decent. That was a foil rare. And then in the rare slot, what do we have here? Whole bunch of things. There was not that one. That's pretty good. Alpine Moon I think is good. Detection Tower. Patient Rebuilding, that's pretty good. Like to do something with milling with that. Alright, and the heavy hitters. We have Arcade's a Strategist, Apex of Power, Tezzeret, another Arcade's a Strategist, foil, very nice, Crucible of Worlds, and Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. So let's see here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mythics, one of which is a foil. So I think that is a fantastic box. Leave a note in the comments if you have exceeded that with your box. And remember, there's a giveaway going on right now for a Core Set 2019 pre-release pack. So if you're in the US or Canada, check that out. That's in the previous video to this one. And I'm going to pop up the value here. So the total value for this box, including the promo card, I think we're going to find that's pretty healthy. I'll work it out during editing, but very happy with this box. I hope the next one is just as good. We're going to slow our pace down a little with the next one. I like to do the first one, just zoom through it pretty much like I did, and then we'll do a few packs a day on the next one, really savor it, take a look at some of those common cards, that ought to be good. And also coming up on the channel, we're going to be opening a fat pack / bundle, a whole bunch of the Planeswalker decks, so there's 5 of those now, and they dropped the number of booster packs you get in those from 2 to 1, so but they also made them cheaper, so it's a bit of a trade-off. I don't know, would you rather have the 2 booster packs or the 1? Leave a note in the comments. And so yeah, whole stack of Core Set 2019 coming up. We've also got some Battle Bonds soon. I actually was out of town when that came out, so I'm going to finally get to that soon. And also the Commander Anthology 2, so look forward to all that. So if you enjoy Core Set 2019, you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. And have a great day.